My Arc phone is beeping. I thought I put that thing on Do Not Disturb. Who's calling me? God, I don't want to hear it. I had this thing on Do Not Disturb for a reason. You're going to tell me to complete the Pokedex. Seek out all Pokemon. Oh, now what is it? Alright, Palkia, number caught, 1 of 1. Times I've seen Dialga use Roar of Time, 2 out of 3. And some other achievements. So there are some new requests in the training grounds, some new requests in Galaxy Hall, and I would be surprised if there were not some new requests in these other areas. Alright. Make me do work. Let's go out there and see what errands people have for the person who apparently just saved the world. Morning, Dragonite! You are way too cheerful for this hour, Ray. So the space-time rift is gone. Think this means we can finally close the book on this whole mess? Well, in any case, there's one book we can't close yet, the Pokédex. Time to get it back to our official Survey Corps duty and completing it. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss how we're going to tackle the work that's left. See you there. Alright. So, you are going to tell me to go and visit the principal office. Was there a quest marker on, like... Okay, I thought there was a quest marker on the Obsidian Field Lines for some reason. Let's see. I guess I'll go there first. I'll pick up the side quests later on. Alright, Galaxy Team. And, Silene, or whoever your face was, there are multiple side quests in here. Alright. Captain! So, I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival? I didn't see which one I answered, but I'm guessing they were the same answer again. Indeed. That seems only natural given the crowd. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. I believe you must be imagining things. Now, Professor Lavington, to business. What is the current progress of the Pokédex? I dare say we've made quite significant progress all in all. Though we could afford to put a little more effort into our research tasks. And of course, it is hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokemon have only been mentioned in Sui's legends, after all. Who knows which ones are even real? Yeah, we're still relatively new to these parts. How are we to know what's true and what's not? Pardon? Couldn't help it over here. If it's Isuian history and legends you want, then I'm your man. Why, I've spent plenty of time studying such things instead of... I mean, while also tirelessly doing my work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I've visited many of the ruins and whatnot here in the Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon legend of these parts. Oh ho, music to my ears, good fellow. Listen well, Dragonite. You are to learn all you can from the Merchant Volo and work together as needed, for the sake of the Pokédex. We, meanwhile, will also continue to gather intelligence in Pokemon by other means. Understood. I'll set up at the Heights camp then. Dragonite, I'll be expecting you. Alright, so you have given me my next mission, which is just to, like, go and ask. I don't know why we can't do that here, but hey, life works in mysterious ways. Besides, I have something I'd like to discuss with you, too, so I hope you won't keep me waiting. Alright. So that is the main quest. You have a side quest for me. You're that talented Survey Corps member I keep hearing about, right? I have a favor to ask you. You know the Orberg Tunnel, yeah? The tunnel near Obsidian Falls? I'm hoping to dig into the tunnel walls to see if I can find any good stone there, but a Pokemon's been raging about getting in my way. It's more than I can handle. Think you could calm it down? Alright, so this is going to be... Are we going to fight more, like, raging Pokemon bosses or whatever? Is that how I'm going to get the rest of the plates? That's a possibility. We'll see where that one takes me. There is at least one quest on the notice board here. There are 2 in total. A Token of Gratitude, and that sounds like a Shaman sort of thing, and the Darksome Nightmare, which sounds like a Darkrai sort of thing. Medi of the Diamond Clan said she was saved by a mysterious Pokemon many years ago. Listen to her story and determine whether there's anything to do in follow-up. Okay. And lastly, the Dark Nightmare. Kale of the Pearl Clan has reported seeing a strange Pokemon up in the Corona Highlands. Speak with the fellow in my lab and see if you can catch the Pokemon concerned. Alright, that does indeed sound like a Darkrai. Alright, Kale. You the one who accepted my request? Well then, let's get right to business. There's an old tale that's been long told in the Usui region about a dark nightmare that visits people on lonely paths at night. I never put any stock in it myself, until I saw it. I saw a terrifying black Pokemon just like the one in the stories. They say the people who are trapped in the nightmares it creates never wake again. We can't wait for someone to fall victim to it. We've got to act before that can happen. I saw it near the Clamberclaw Cliffs, partway up Mount Coronet. And it was when I was walking out alone at night, just like the old stories say. Be careful if you go in search of it. I wouldn't want you to lose your life over this. Alright. Deadly Pokemon who want to kill your face. Nothing like it. Let's get out of here. And there is at least one more side quest over in the training grounds. And I will go over there. And if I were to pass time, like tonight, to nightfall... Oh, Ingo is over here. Okay. Hi, Ingo. How goes it? Interesting. Do I get to fight him? I get to fight him now. Okay, so this is this going to be like extra training of some sort? Oh, I should probably put Dialga in the PC and bring Garchomp back, shouldn't I? Anyway, we'll worry about that later. We're gonna see an Alakazam. I'm gonna send in a Gardevoir, and I don't think I really have all that much I can do to an Alakazam. I have the Fairy type moves. You're gonna Strong Style a Shadow Ball. That's probably gonna be the end of the story for Gardevoir. Alright, so there goes Gardevoir. I have a Railu who knows Crunch. Level 67, I'm not sure how that's gonna go for me. I do get 2 moves. Let me Agile Style one just to make sure that I'm able to get in that second move. Because I know sometimes the game likes to pull my leg. Oh, wow, okay. Sometimes the game does like to pull my leg regarding turn priority and whatnot, but that is gonna... Oh, you have 6 Pokemon. Alright, this is like a real battle. Gliscor is up next. That could be a bit of a problem. You're gonna Quick Attack me. That's gonna hurt. You're gonna probably... Okay, I was gonna guess you're gonna Quick Attack me again, but that's an Aerial Ace. Goodbye, Railu. And the only Pokemon I have with a super effective move on a Gliscor is gonna be Sliggoo. And I'd like to take you down with Sliggoo before you have the opportunity. 185, 75. Before you have the opportunity to use, for example, Earthquake or Earth Power or Bulldoze or any of those nasty moves. I did not. But you did decide to use Quick Attack. Okay, and then Stone Edge, which is also not very effective. I'm surprised you don't have anything better to do. Alright, let's Agile Style that. Hopefully that'll give me a leg up on whatever the next move I'm going to use is. The next Pokemon I'm going to fight is, rather. There goes Gliscor. And I do want Riley to be alive at the end of this for experience purposes. Machamp! Alright. Close combat. That's going to be the end of Sliggoo. And I have a Braviary. I have a feeling you carry Stone Edge, because Machamp often carries Stone Edge. But I also really want you to be alive. I guess if I wanted to sack off someone, I could have Ice Punch. Okay, so that's not quite as bad as Stone Edge, but that's still pretty bad. Let's see. If I were to do this, that would recover a bunch of health, and it would remove my weakness to Ice and Rock. Let's see if I can get away with this. Alright. Fire Punch. Okay. We'll do that again. Bring me back up to full health. Or almost full health, anyway. And Ice Punch is going to do about as much damage as Fire Punch. I'm above half now, anyway, which is as good as I can really ask for. Let's Strong Style a Brave Bird. That should take the Machamp down. I've really got to check people's moves. See if you can learn Psychic, see if Garchomp can learn Earthquakes. Ah, oh, come on. Really? Really? Yes, whatever. Alright. I'm gonna spam items. I'm gonna spam revives. I am 10 levels weaker than, like, most of his team, so I don't have any philosophical objections to that right now. I feel like Dialga can probably tank a bunch of hits. Oh yeah, you're weak to close combat, aren't you? Dialga can probably tank a bunch of hits. Yeah, the fact that your defensive stats are lowered really means nothing here, doesn't it? Given that... Sligo really needs to evolve more than Gardevoir needs to level up, given that you have like 2 HP left. But that can be it for Dialga. I think I'm going to send in Typhlosion. Typhlosion being the longest tenured member of my team, I feel like I'd probably should just let Typhlosion do his thing and do damage to whatever Ingo's got left in there. Fixated on rollout, so if whatever you have is weak to rock, okay, whatever you have is most certainly not weak to rock. In fact, whatever you have is really probably the worst thing that I could have fought with the Typhlosion. Ingo, I've got to give credit to your type coverage here. Let's go and use a Water Pulse. Wow. Okay. That was super effective. I thought it would do at least, like, more than that. Wow, okay. We're gonna have Riley do something else, and that something else is gonna be an Aura Sphere. I do have max revives if I need them. Yeah, critical hit. I've defeated Probat. I do have max revives if I need them. You can use Thunder. Thunder's gonna miss. Alright. If 120 power close combat. The outcome of this fight depends a lot on what you've got after this. So I can one-shot the Magnezone. And unfortunately, Riley's just going to be a sitting duck after this. Tangrowth. Okay. I can win this. You can take down Rylou, unfortunately. I don't like that it's going to come down to that. I really wanted Rylou to get experience from this fight. Braviary can kill the Tangrowth. Or can you? Tangrowth has really high defense. Let's try roosting first. Just to scat out what you can do. So we're gonna return to almost full health. And Energy Ball. Okay, I screwed myself. Let's see if I can at least manufacture a way to do this and have Rylou alive at the end of it. So you may use Energy Ball again. Ancient Power. Oh, you suck. Oh, you especially suck. Oh, this is terrible. If you're gonna do that, then I may just have to take the really cheap way out of this and use the Dialga. There goes the Braviary, and you've got some stat buffs under your belt. All right, let's use a regular revive on Rylou. Energy Ball, Ancient Power only has 5 power points, and you used 2 of them already, so your defensive stats and your offensive stats are going down. I could always use Roar of Time, just to show out who's in charge here. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if... Okay, so let's use Iron Tail on this off. And you avoided the attack. And I avoided the attack. Okay, this is an incredibly messy fight. So I'm really going to have to come back to Ingo after my entire team is level 60. Mid-level 50s with some unevolved Pokemon really just isn't cutting it here. Possibly mid-level 50s if my entire team was fully evolved, and if I did have Garchomp, which has, you know, effort values and stuff, could do it, but that was a really messy fight. Rylou gained 17,890 experience points, gained a level and a half. Dialga gained, I want to say, what was that, 12,000 experience points? I wasn't looking. Anyway. Yeah, let's fight again sometime. Sure, if you want to level grind, I guess that's the place to do it. What I came here for is... Alright, you fully healed my team, that's nice. What I came here for is this. Hello there, Dragonite. You know, we're an interesting member. We have an interesting member in the Survey Corps. A secret weapon, if you will. They're a bit of a Pokemon master, in fact. I think I can trouble you to face our secret weapon in battle after I go get Garchomp. Alright. Did I say yes or no? Okay, so I said no. I'm gonna go get I am going to go get Garchomp. Bren? Let me get my Garchomp. There's to be a face-off between two masters. You know, I've heard a core secret weapon can even defeat alpha Pokemon. Cool, so can I. Do I have to do this now? I want to go. Let me fix my team. Here's a race and battle. Please, Captain Zissou, I'm just a common guardsman. However, so long as I stand in defense of the Skate, I have no intention of letting anyone defeat me. And we're not going to go get Garchomp. Alright, you only have 3 Pokemon though, so maybe this isn't going to be as bad. You have a Bidoof. So we're gonna go send in Sliggoo. What is this? Are you gonna be like a level 80 Bidoof or something? Level 62. Alright, well, Shadow Ball, unfortunately Steel lost its resistance to Ghost, but... This doesn't have a flinch chance, does it? I mean, Iron Head isn't a bad move. 80, 80, 100, 80, 80, Infinity. This is Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is an inherently cooler move. Alright. Ice Beam is going to be another neutral hit. Why do you know? Alright, well that's going to do damage to me over time. Sliggoo is probably gonna... Oh, you know what? I should have switched out. Sliggoo's gonna die here. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to the damage numbers. You're gonna use Ice Beam again. There goes Sliggoo. Unfortunate. Alright, that one's on me, Sliggoo. I'm sorry. I just wasn't paying attention. I really should have switched into Typhlosion or Gardevoir or something like that. Let's go with Gardevoir. So Gardevoir can come in. And Gardevoir can go and Aura Sphere you. This is fairly elemental type matchup. Aura Sphere has the type advantage against you, the 12 level advantage no matter. Alright, who's coming in next? Shinx! Alright. What's your last Pokemon gonna be, like a Starly or something? Oh no! That was extremely rude. Okay. This would be so much easier if I had a Garchomp. But alas, I don't. Okay. So I can try and go a little faster. I can try and mess with the turn order. Let's use Flamethrower here. We can do this once, and then I feel like a regular Flamethrower after this should... Alright, critical hit. Yeah, a regular Flamethrower after this should definitely... I could have used Agile Style again, to be honest. Should definitely take the Shinx down. And up next is... Or up last is going to be a Starly. I called it. Alright. This is definitely an interesting quest. You're gonna Agile Style Ominous Wind. I don't think that's really gonna do much to me. It's super effective against me? Really? You're a Ghost type this whole time and I didn't know that? Really? Typhlosion? Have you been keeping secrets from me? Alright, whatever. I guess Braviary is the obvious choice here. I am weak to Ominous Wind myself, but I also have Brave Bird, which I can hit with 120 power. And on a mere Starly, I can't imagine this isn't going to KO you. And that KO'd you. Alright, critical hit, doubt that mattered. Starly's been defeated, and Ress is no longer the strongest member of the whatever core. You broke through my defenses. I thought I could do better than that, seeing as how I'm a guardsman. Alright, Riley did not get quite as much experience from that one, but we'll take it. Unevolved Pokemon really don't give you that much experience, do they? This was to be expected. Setting out beyond the village and battling so many different Pokemon in the course of your survey core work has made you very strong. You know you could have just gone into your menu and evolved all 3 of those things twice, right? You know, my first job as a guardsman was about catching some Bidoof that seemed intent on infiltrating the village. Since then, I've kept many Pokemon from passing through our gates. Sometimes I'd slip up and let some in. Goodness, would people let me have it? So it was your fault that I had to go and run around after those Bidoof that one time a million years ago. But I also befriended some of the Pokemon, and before I knew it, we'd grown strong together. I gained so much, and all because I was trying to make sure folks could live in safety here. It's my job to keep everyone safe, isn't it? Now, there's one last thing I'd like to tell you. If you're heading outside the village again, stay safe out there. And now I think I'd better get back to work. Long-winded as ever. You're going to give me 3 Grit Rocks. That is going to be... Did I complete that side quest? I guess I did. that was what I got the Grit Rocks for. Yeah, Dialga.